whatever damage you do now, it's going to multiply.
Oh, a spin right in front of him. Brandon McReynolds goes around, and he comes to stop. Oh, and another one comes in there. The 8 of Johnny Borneman is going to hit the front of that car. Caution comes out.
You always hate to see that. You know, Brandon McReynolds spins to the top of the racetrack, seems like he's out of harm's way, and here comes a car in the back of the pack. Maybe he got run over, maybe trying to slow down for the crash, and creates more damage to Brandon's car.
There was a lot of smoke coming out of the back of the 16 before he went around. There might have been a problem before he spun on this one.
It sure looked like that. He did have a lot of smoke coming out of the back of the car, and everybody kind of got checked up behind him as well, which meant to me that he kind of had to slow down for some reason before he actually started spinning.
Look at all the damage that Johnny Borneman's front end did to the front of this race car.
Yeah, you can see the water coming out from underneath it there. Apparently it's knocked the radiator out of it. You know, that's going to be hard to fix. You can see they're not even in a big hurry. Here's the replay we see as he goes down into turn 3. Oh, the smoke starts really early. I think you're absolutely right, Rick. It looks like he loses an engine, probably gets in his own oil, spins up the racetrack, and then he knows his day is over. He's already lost an engine, but then to add insult to it and to the injury here, damage to the nose of his race car, which I know he's disappointed. That was a brand new race car, first race of the season. You never want to see that.
No, you don't. They spent a lot of time, effort, and energy getting this race car ready.
Second caution has come out in the Napa Auto Parts 150. This one for John Wood on lap 48. Take a look at what happens.
It's clearly down on the apron. You know, we talk about how wide this track is, but below the white line, the track's very flat. He gets his left front tire down there, de-wedges the car, spins him out. It's a wide racing surface, but that's not part of the racing surface. You want to stay above that.
Auto Parts 150. Green flag back in the air. Great side-by-side battle for the lead. Looks like Mayhew's going to be able to stay in front of Bickford as they come off of turn 2. Oh, up into the wall, the 27 of Grayson Raz, and when he did that, a little bit of a chain reaction behind him.
Yeah, it looked like he got the 61 and the 9, made a little contact there. You need to watch to see if there's any fender rub or any damage from that incident.
And welcome back to Bakersfield, California. The 5th caution of the day has come out. Ryan Partridge in the number 9 stopped on the racetrack after a flat tire. They have got him back at the back of this field, and we're ready to get back to racing. Battle for second. Gregson to the inside of Mayhew. Can he make it stick across the line? Gregson got the advantage. Caution comes out. Brett Thompson in the 61 spinning. Looked like there was more than just Brett involved in this one. Nicole Behar also hard into the wall. A lot of damage to her race car. You see her up at the top of the racetrack there, the 33 of Nicole Behar. The back end of that thing just demolished.
Yeah, she looked like she really did back it in really hard. It looks like a flat hit, like she was going backwards at a high rate of speed and couldn't get it slowed down before she hit the wall.
And as a crew chief, you don't want to see this, do you, Steve?
No, unfortunately, if you're the crew chief of the 33 at this point, you have your headset off. And I'm really disappointed for her. She was doing such a great job running in the 9th position when she got in this accident, putting a great race together. It's important to run all the laps. She almost did. She made it inside 10 to go.
Wheel spinning there.
That's never good.
Yeah, the fuel cell's on the ground.
When the fuel cell's on the ground, you've got it in gear and it's not going anywhere. That means that we're going to the chassis shop on Monday.
So the safety crew attending to Nicole Behar. I want to take another look at how this happened. It'll be in the upper right-hand corner of your screen where this takes place, and it looks like there might be a third car involved.
Yeah, there does. You see as that all three of them enter frame right there. Behar is already backwards going up the racetrack. You see Thompson spinning to the bottom, and it looks like Jonathan White in that bright orange car follow him into the frame. You know, it's hard to see from this distance in this camera angle, but I feel that he was involved. There might have been some contact with him as well.
Green flag back in the air. Oh, they check up at the start-finish line. That's Ryan Partridge that didn't get going, and into the back of him, Luis Terrell in the 74. A lot of damage to the front end of that car, and the caution will come out once again. And we're going to go extra laps. A green-white checker attempt now.
Yeah, it looked like a couple cars had trouble getting going on that restart. And it was almost like in the same row, like cars side by side or closest side by side to each other. None of them got going, and they all just piled into each other.
Luis Terrell out of his car and pointing. Might have been pointing at Partridge because Partridge didn't get going on that restart. Just in front of Luis Terrell. That's unfortunate. walking back to the car.
Yeah, you never want to do that. But, this is what happens in these late race restarts because the leader wants to bring we see here on the replay, well, we actually have a car on the bottom get loose, and then the 9 of Partridge doesn't get going, and Luis runs into the back of him. I know he's frustrated, and he's pointing at him, but I can assure him that the 9 wanted to get going. He's not spinning his tires, maybe he missed a shift. Either way, it results in damage for sure.
Take another look as they come right at you.
Yeah, this is so difficult because you really can't see them. It's hard to know what happened. It's almost like they didn't even get moving, like they weren't ready to go or something. And I know they probably had a mechanical problem, but you really don't see tires spinning. So I don't know if it's a mistake or mechanical problem, but nonetheless, as it always happens, the guys behind that always get more damage than the guys that actually started it.
Well, this could be the final restart. Dalton Sargent on the outside, David Mayhew on the inside. Green flag back in the air as they race into one.
Oh, Mayhew almost got into him, ran him way up the racetrack right there.
It looked like he got a little loose going through, too.
It's just hard racing, trying to get all you can. Coming to the white flag, man, you got to go.
Out of turn 4, white flag in the air for Dalton Sargent. One more time around Kern County Raceway Park. David Mayhew running second. Gregson's taking third away from Bickford. Contact behind them, back in the 8th spot. Dalton Sargent, a clear racetrack in front of him. Dalton Sargent's going to win his first race in the K&N Pro Series West.